Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Got still real, got hands down the pipe.
Swole North.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 18 hundo and 56 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and schlaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Mancast is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? Happy Swole Slut Saturday. It is Swole Slut Saturday after all. Drop in the comments, what did you smash today? What's up, Cody? Let's get the bacon sizzling, Papa. Done and done and done. Dunzo McBunzo. Got that bacon sizzling. Actually, shortly after this Mancast, we'll get that bacon sizzling. Just got my pump on. Well, just finished a pump, like a long pump. Got a really... Oof. I sent you out a Telegram chat today, Swole fam. I was out in that sun for a while getting my gains on, so I hope you had a great pump today. Drop in the comments down below. What did you smash? Make sure you subscribe to the Mancast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, leave a review, and of course, every day streaming on the Daily Swole channel. But if we're not on the Daily Swole channel, we are inside the Swole fam. Join the Swole fam today. SwoleNormousX.com. We got a couple things going on. We have an accountability meeting coming up on Monday, as per every fucking Monday, but that's what's up, fam. It's going down. It's going down on Schmounday. Monday, the 7th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We got some new releases coming. We got some awesome Swole fam success stories and questions, and we're going to have a nice private stream inside Swole TV. Again, if you want access to all those private live streams and much, much more, head on over to SwoleNormousX.com. Join the Swole fam today. And of course, check out the other shows. We got the Swolenormous audio experience. We got the Red, White, and Swole podcast and the Swolenormous Procast available wherever you are listening to this. Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that good shit. We also got some more clips up on the channels. This one on the Swolenormous channel. What to say if a doctor brings up your weight. Remember that from the other day? Remember that? If the doctor brings up your weight, all the things to say, all the things to tell your doctor, because you know better than your doctor, which is why you're going to your doctor, because they are the expert, you're not, and you just don't want to admit that you's at fault. You're not taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself, people. Look at that Brad Pitt. Look at that Brad Pitt action there.
What's in the box?
Look at that guy stretching him out. Personal trainers, that's the thumbnail if you're just listening. Personal trainers worth the money or a waste of time? This was a good question. This is a good clip. And it's really kind of in the middle, but you have to go watch the clip and get the more context. We talked about this a couple days ago. You could drop this in the comments down below. What do you think about personal trainers? Are they worth it? Worth it? Worth it. Sometimes they're worth it. Are they worth it or are they not? And that depends on your experience. That depends on your experience. So it's really hard to judge an entire industry based off, there's definitely bad ones out there. There's definitely bad personal trainers out there, but there's also very, very good ones. So are they worth it though? I guess that depends on the quality, of course, like everything else, but drop your thoughts down below if you ever had a personal trainer. Some of you maybe are personal trainers, but that being said, let's get into the tip. Again, you could learn more about everything we got going on inside Swolenormous X over at swolenormousx.com. You could download your copy of the 7 pillars. Make sure you're tacking off or you're ticking off or you're checking off every single pillar, fam. Every single pillar. I'm watching you. You're
not making this easy.
I'm watching you, Beaches. I know it's Saturday. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but make sure you're checking them off 1 through 7. You can always have fun on the week. You can have fun. You can have fun and still follow the fucking 7 pillars. It doesn't mean you're living a life of misery. It means you have a life of discipline and focus and self-development and personal growth. And you can have plenty of fun and do everything you enjoy just by making sure you're taking care of those 7 pillars. You're taking care of you. You got to be taking care of yourself. Take care of you. Remember? Fill your cup so you can fill others' cups. You can't pour from an empty cup. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Okay, now fam, let's bust this nut open. It is Swole Slut Saturday. We got some tip. We got some knowledge cock. And of course, we are ready to go balls deep. So let's get into it. Cover your nips for the busting of the nut. Freddie, take us away. Thank you, Freddie. Looking mighty fine this evening. Tip. Look at that peppermint tip. Oh, Leo, get some fucking help, bro. Come on. Come on, 1 day off. 1 day off, Leo. Can you take 1 day off? Just one. Just one. Just one, Leo. It'd be nice. Do us all a favor. Do us all a favor, Leo. I got hairy legs. I guess it's Saturday night. Leo got the party started early. So look at that nice little Swole Slut card. It looks fine. And that's actually, you can't see. Can you see that? It's actually red. So the top is silver and red. You just can't really see it too well with the coloring, but it's okay. Maybe it doesn't look that red because she is so vibrantly like reddish pink. She has that peppermint tip really popping off. Really popping off. She's really popping off tonight, fam. You're looking good. You're looking fine, Tessie. You're looking super fucking swell. Drop that in the comments down below. Swole Slut, you might need to use an asterisk or do what everyone else is doing with the tongue thing because you might get banned from the interwebs. You might get flagged because you're saying a naughty word. You're saying Swole Slut, but that's what you're supposed to say. This is the fucking Daily Swole. Like, I mean, this is what we do. This is what we do. We just happen to be offensive in our daily execution. This just happens to be the Swole Slut episode. It's a positive. If you call someone a Swole Slut, that's not a negative. That's not a negative. That's a positive thing. You're welcome. You Swole Slut. Thank you. Really? Thank you so much. I had no idea. Make you feel all warm and cuddly inside. Don't wait. Let's get into the tip. Just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. What we got? What we got?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Let's get this party started. Swole fam, where are we at? Let's see. Joanne. Oh, Joanne. I feel like we've had Joanne, a bunch of posts from Joanne lately. Joanne's been all over the group. I feel like I said the name Joanne several times. 44 degrees in Fahrenheit. And I'm going to go jog. Where is it 44 degrees right now? It is June. Where the hell is it 44 degrees? Where do you live? Where you live? I want to know where it's 44 degrees because I just roasted my nips all fucking day. It is hot as donkey balls out there in Florida. It is hot as fuck. Where is it 44 degrees in Fahrenheit? Do you live in Antarctica? Do you live in, I don't know, where is it winter right now? Where is it winter? It's not quite freezing, but it's close enough for me. And here I am wondering why none of my friends volunteer to get up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning and come with me. Gee, I'm lucky I'm worth my effort. Oh, well, it's really early in the morning. Well, good for you. Good for you. So it's really early in the morning, 44 degrees. All right. So maybe when the sun's up, it's like in the 60s. Where are you? Yeah, where are you? I don't know. Where do you live? Where are you getting this kind of temperature at right now? Jordan, what's with these fucking J's? What up, J-Town? What up, Jordan? What's shaking, fam? Just a quick question for anyone who might be in the know. I was falling down a nutrition rabbit hole the other day and came across something called bromelain, which is supposed to have all sorts of benefits and is found in pineapple. Indeed, it is. Just wondering if anyone has incorporated pineapples into their regime and if they found any noticeable benefits. If they're in season, eat them. Pineapples are great. You know, I wouldn't. Fruit's good. You know, in season fruit, ripe fruit is great. You know, eat the fruit. Don't blend it. Don't destroy the fiber. Eat the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, noticeable benefits. It might aid in digestion a little bit, but you know, it's not going to be a miracle thing. Get your organ meats, and then you can get in my opinion, get your grass-fed beef, get your animal fats, get your organ meats, and then you can fucking eat whatever fruit you want that feels best for you. You know. That's really how I think about it. Get your fundamentals, get the basics, and then you can eat some fruit and you can have your other things, but make sure you're getting in your protein, your fat and such. Yeah, for most people, it's going to work the best. Let's see here. Hey fam. I mean, I ate talking about that. I ate a ton of mangoes today. It's mango season. So every time I go outside, I just got like a 30-foot mango picker so I can get up on the top and pick it off. Oh, fucking go out there mango hunting. I'm annoying Mama Swole now because I run around with the stick and I'm like, mango man. And I go in the fucking tree and I climb the rope and I go get mangoes. It's delicious. All right, Julia. Holy shit. More fucking J's. What is going on? What the fuck is that? What is going on here? If you're not a J, you can't be in the Swole fam, I suppose. All right, let's see. Julia. Hey fam, it's been a while. Just wanted to give a bit of an update on what's going on. My health is getting worse. Oh no. I haven't been able to go to work in 2 months, always in and out of the hospital for treatments, feeling super weak and always crying in pain. I'm trying my best not to take pain meds because I don't want to be hooked on opiates, so I'm just trying to deal with this as best I can. Today's been super rough. I've been in so much pain that I can't walk without crying, and I've been passing out and throwing up if I stand up for too long. I'm debating whether to go to the hospital, but I know all they'll do is give me fluids and something for the pain. We're looking into getting me a kidney transplant after some research that shows it could potentially cure my illness, but it's a long process to go through, and it's not a for sure thing, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. Tired of living this way. I've been like this for 8 years, and it seems to be only getting worse. Anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. I didn't know where else to vent. I hope you're all doing well and getting them gains. Much love, fam. I'm so sorry to hear some gorillas for you, dear. I'm so sorry to hear that. Obviously, I don't really know. I don't know what the actual condition is and what the situation is, but that's awful. You definitely don't want to get hooked on those things, but if you're going to be incapacitated, you can take, look, I know a lot of people that have taken them. You just don't overdo it and you have a very short course of it. I don't even, that's just my thoughts on the matter. But if it's unbearable, that's a whole other situation, because all that suffering is going to lead to all these other issues probably, right? You're not going to be resting enough. You're not going to sleep at all. You're not going to, if you can already, you can't walk without crying. That's brutal. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but we're here for you, and definitely keep posting and let us know if there's anything that we can help with. Obviously, that's probably a no, just because it's unless someone can snap their fingers and solve your problems, but maybe there could be some other support that we can have for you if you continue just plugging in and having a conversation. You also jump in the Telegram chat, Julia, if you want to have some more conversation. Maybe it might distract you a little bit more from the issues. I'm sure it's going to be really hard to keep your focus anywhere else. Billy, I don't know exactly what the issue is, but getting you a kidney transplant. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Melanie, hey guys, almost out of my treatment place. Monday is the day. Everyone's getting treatments. This is a very heavy tip, if you know what I'm saying. Almost out of my treatment place. Monday is the day, but also wanted to update my weight loss. I'm currently 130 pounds, which means I've lost over 40 within the last year. Now, time to keep building more muscle. Can't wait to get back into the gym when I get home. I've been practicing yoga here in addition to hiking, water aerobics, and volleyball while in treatment. Know you can get better, mind, body, and soul. Love you, fam. Likewise, Melanie. Oh, we had an M. Finally an M. Very nice. Good for you. Over 40 pounds. Very good. Very nice. Oscar, good afternoon, Swole fam. Being out on vacation doesn't mean you get off your diet or workout routine. I brought my resistance bands, and long hikes in the sand are enough to get you by, in my opinion. Basically, what I'm trying to say is no excuses. Use your situation to find ways around obstacles when life gets in the way. Have a wonderful day, Swole fam, and you got a nice little... Love those slingshots. Those are fun as hell. Have any of you tried one of these? They're fun as shit. A friend of mine had a rental and let me drive around a little bit too with him. Super fun. Super fun. Nice wheels, bruh. Nice wheels. Where are you vacationing? That looks like somewhere either West Coast or it looks like Florida-esque. You see a little palm tree action there. Could be Florida. Let's see. Stephanie, fam, this world makes me crazy sometimes. My 400-pound cousin is currently in the hospital with heart issues. And he swears up and down that the doctors say he doesn't have to change his fast food, alcohol dominant diet. Really? And this will be the third time this year he's been hospitalized. Normally I call BS, but now I'm concerned he's gotten a HAZE doctor, which is health at every size doctor. Really? He swears up and down that the doctors say he doesn't have to change? I doubt that. I doubt that. I know that's what HIPAA violations. You can't ask, what patient confidentiality, but I call bullshit on that one. What fucking doctor would say you could just, if you're 400 pounds, you could just keep on eating fast food and drink alcohol? Dominant diet? Get the fuck out of here. He's probably lying out of his ass just so he can keep on eating that shit because he's addicted. Yeah, it sounds like hardcore food addiction. He's just lying. Either he's lying or the doctors should have their licenses removed. Almost everyone in my family has had a new diagnosis this year of some preventable illness except me. And yet some of these family members have the balls to say that my lifestyle, a diet based on elimination, daily training, etc., is unhealthy, restrictive, and obsessive. Yeah, right. How low do people have to sink before they realize they are killing themselves with food, alcohol, and a shitty lifestyle? It's beyond frustrating. Anyway, end rant. I'm going to go do my Saturday training run, fuel my body, and try to stop worrying about people who will never change. That is the fucking truth, and that is ridiculous. It's very sad. It's pathetic. It's disheartening. It's disappointing. It's scary. You know what's also scary? Well, we can learn from this, Stephanie, and everyone watching and listening. We can learn that this is what we could be. We could be those people. Seriously, we could be those people. All of us have the if a human is capable of letting themselves go and just eating themselves to death and being in complete denial, that means any human could be. That's why we all have to be vigilant. That's why following the 7 pillars and staying focused and doing what we have to do, because we could be that person. We could be that. We have the ability. I have the ability to be that person. I'd have to try really hard, but there's nothing stopping me from being that kind of person except my focus, telling those voices to shut the fuck up. Everyone's got those voices For some people, they're louder than others, but you have to ignore that shit. You have to be objectively aware of what that does to your body. But we all have the possibility of being that person. That's why we have to be vigilant. You can't get back on your heels because, right, that's all possible. That's not out of the realm of believable for anyone. And I'm sorry to hear that, Stephanie, but you're living by example and you're leading by example. That's brutal. Almost everyone in my family has had a new diagnosis of some preventable illness. And then they still have the balls to say that you're the one that's unhealthy and restrictive. Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. They're family, but
go fuck yourself.
They can legit go fuck themselves. Damn. That's so rough. That's so rough when it's family and you want to make sure that they are, you want them to be well, but they're lost, huh? All right, let's take some questions. Let's drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. Remember, drop the hashtag Swole Slut in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. If you want to learn more about downloading the 7 pillars, you want to download them, you want to check out memberships, go to swolenormousx.com, get access to the private community, get access to the hundreds of yoga classes, the elimination diet, meditation section. We got the brain gains. We have Swollen 7 virtual training. We have the workout archives. We got 4 full programs. We have over a year and a half of complete structured training, fully customizable for repeat programming and customizable programming. We got it all. Swole fam's fucking crushing it. Of course, hit that like button, subscribe, and check us out. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Look at that sexy beach. Falcon, take it away. Time for some more knowledge cock. So if you got questions, we'll take a couple more. Got some from TikTok and Instagram, and you could drop it in the comments. Happy to take a couple, and then we're going to go balls deep. We got some good stories today. We do. This one from TikTok from Connor Thomas McInt. Connor Thomas McInt. MSint. I don't know. Underhand or overhand bent rows? Good question. For a long time, I did underhand, and lately I've been doing it overhand. So I would say both. See what works best for you. And even if one you prefer more often, it's always good to mix it up. So it's good to mix it up. Like, for example, if I'm doing wide, sometimes I do wide bent over rows, or I'll do pen lay rows, and I'll go overhand for those. But you'll definitely hit different muscles. It's less pressure on the wrists and the forearms and the elbows if you do underhand. But I think it's good to do both. Just make sure that you're pulling towards your hips and you're not pulling towards your chest unless you're more bent over. A lot of times people are very more upright and they're pulling too close to their chest and they're doing more shrugs and upper traps rather than pulling into their hips, like right at the top of their thighs. Jam it right into your hip bone. Right into your hip bone. Good question. All right, let's see. Jacob Gray. What's a great way to destroy your upper body and make it grow faster as well as lower body? Jesus Christ.
Matt Damon.
I'm going to slow you down there. How many questions in one? What's a great way to destroy your upper body? I don't know. Let a car run over it? Ha ha ha. Too soon? All right, fine.
Come on, man.
Don't let a car run over your body. That'd be weird. But it would destroy it and make it grow faster as well as lower body. So you're saying, like, how do I grow faster? You don't. A great way to destroy... Yo, this is such a ridiculous question. I want to get swole right now. You've probably barely even started. You need to go back to the basics. You need to meditate, slow down, breathe a little bit. You got years ahead of you, fam. Nothing's going to grow faster. Nothing happens fast. So get on a consistent training program. Seriously, 7 pillars, consistency. Any good program, there are many different approaches to training to build muscle and to bulk up. Progressive overload, but make sure you're being consistent as fuck. You're resting, you're hydrating, you're eating quality food, you're getting enough protein, a gram per pound of body weight, about, making sure you're doing elimination diet, customized nutrition, everything. This is a vague question. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Alpha Tyler live. Papa Swole, what important vitamins should be taken upon waking up in the morning? You don't have to. I don't really think there's anything in particular. I personally like to have some beef liver earlier in my day. So when I wake up, I'll have, I guess, vitamins or minerals. I have some Celtic sea salt. I have like 2 grams of Celtic sea salt and Redmond real salt. I have like a 1.5 grams of Celtic sea salt and half a gram of regimen. So I have some salt in the morning, and then I'll thaw out some liver while I do some stretching and meditation stuff. So that has all my vitamins and minerals right there. So I don't take pills and stuff like that for it. Magnesium is great, but you don't have to take that first thing in the morning, but that's a good supplement to take. Most people are magnesium deficient. All right, let's see. Katesh, Papa Solio, is it important to engage your core when lifting? Yes, that's also a vague term. It's a vague thing. Like, engage your core. Well, bracing, drawing in. Yeah, you should always be engaged. When you're doing free weights, you're going to be engaging your core. Just keep your stomach tight, keep it pulled in. It's not necessarily consistent across all exercises, you know, what your posture will be for that exercise. But yeah, you should always be exercising a movement with proper form, with the muscles engaged. But understand that if you don't have good core activation, that's why planks and the drawing in maneuver and yoga and doing all these stabilization exercises that engage your hips and your core in the 90-day dash and so forth, and glute activation exercise, all these things will help engage your core. A lot of people can't engage their core. It's not something that you can actually squeeze. These are intrinsic muscles that need to be put in a certain situation, in a certain alignment, and a certain posture, for example, to activate. That's why if you're sucking your stomach and you're squeezing your glutes and you're in really good form for a plank where you're doing stabilization exercise, if you're doing it properly, all of a sudden you'll start to feel a little shaky. You'll start to feel a little wobbly. That's because you're actually putting your body in a postural position that's going to activate those very, very deep muscles. So those intrinsic core stabilizers, they're not something that you can just squeeze. Like you're just like, hey, I'm going to contract my biceps. You can't just, activate your core stabilizers. So those things have to be strengthened and targeted and activated. So when you do other lifting exercises, they can engage. Because when you're doing strength exercises, those muscles already, it's like being let's say you're in the major leagues, the hitters in the box, when you're in the pros, for example, you're not thinking about your mechanics while you're hitting. You've already taken 100,000 swings, in batting cages in practice. And, you're not thinking, when you're on the PGA Tour, you're not thinking about the technicalities of your swing. That's all done in practice for the years and years and months and days and hours leading up to that. You're just executing. So engaging your core when lifting, you have to be practicing strengthening your core and activating those intrinsic stabilizers. So when you do your lifting, those are activated, because it's not going to be something that's going to just fire on. Your body is going to be working on strength production for those faster twitch and those larger muscle groups during your strength lifts. Billy, take a little water here. Good questions. Billy Bucha. I have sometimes shifts from 24 to 48 hours in my ambulance. I tried to do meditation and rest. Probably. Sometimes I can't. We get emergencies at 2 to 3 a.m. and back to back. Sometimes I'm sleep deprived. What do you recommend for proper rest? I mean, you don't have a job that allows you proper rest. Meditation is definitely going to help. Other sorts of recovery, I mean, doing things like sauna, maybe cold therapy, meditation can be really beneficial right where you're on the job, because meditation can give you a little bit of a mental rest and probably lower stress. That's going to be the biggest thing, I'll say. There's really no recommendation to better rest. I mean, that's your job completely conflicts getting better rest. So, but meditation can lower stress levels, because you're going to be stressed out because you're not sleeping. You're going to be stressed out because you're in a high stress environment. So mitigating your stress and managing your stress as much as you can while you're at work will be beneficial, and then rest as much as you can on the other days. Really hard to recommend everything. It's kind of, how do I stop the bruising? I just keep punching myself in the face. It's like, well, stop punching yourself in the face. You have those shifts, and that's just the way it is. It seems like you're in a job that's the antithesis of you getting proper rest. But it's very valuable work. And it's, we need people like you. So thank you for what you do, but maximize whatever you can, but just lowering stress, which is what sleep does in recovery. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of you probably deal with that when you are nurses. That's really common, nurses. So I think we have a bunch of nurses here in the fam. I don't know if anyone's watching live now. This one's from Jazzy Verk from Instagram. We'll take a couple more. Should I focus more on aesthetics or strength? That's up to you. I would focus on strength and muscle size. I would focus on building muscle because you'll get those aesthetics if you're eating healthy. And remember, the aesthetics come down to how you're training. If you're just lifting shit and moving stuff around, you're not going to get aesthetics per se. Aesthetics means you're targeting certain muscle groups, you're isolating certain muscle groups. You're training as if you are getting on stage. So a lot of people confuse bodybuilding and these physique things you're seeing online. Everyone's a physique competitor now. Like every twink out there and Gymshark twat is out there, doing their posing and shit. So that's, you're doing aesthetics. You're trying to look a certain way. Strength can somewhat get you looking better, but everyone's genetics are different. Strength does not correlate to bodybuilding. All right. They're different. Muscle size, strength is a component of increasing muscle size, but that's also training volume. So you can get really big. You're going to get strong, but you're not necessarily going to be as strong as someone who's training particularly for strength, for like powerlifting. It's a different type of protocol. And it's a different type of adaptation. You're going to get big, but it's more about motor unit recruitment and motor unit firing. You can get really strong without putting on the same type of mass as a bodybuilder because it comes down to your calories. It comes down to your training, your volume, what you're overloading your body with, which body parts. When you're doing powerlifting, you might not necessarily be isolating little stabilizers or different things. It depends on what level you're at, but aesthetics is how you look. So you want to make sure you're building yourself proportionately. So you can do both. You can do both. Do your strength training and add in some isometric. I mean, why? You don't have to separate them. Just do bodybuilding type training. Add in yoga and meditation, 7 pillars, and you'll get both. I think you should always be training for aesthetics because aesthetics are going to translate into having imbalances. You have to train those intrinsic or those deep muscles, but the superficial ones, you don't want to have huge anterior deltoids and just no posterior deltoid. You're going to look weird. So you should always be training for aesthetics, but aesthetics is also going to translate over to strength because if you're creating balance in your body, it's going to improve your ability to produce strength because you're going to have more muscle balance. You're going to have healthier joints, more balanced joints. So they're not mutually exclusive. It's not, you're going to do one and not get stronger. You're going to train for aesthetics and not build strength. You see what I'm saying? Seems like a silly thing. It's a silly question, in my opinion. You'll get both. But don't ego lift. Who cares how strong you are? You're going to build strength. It's not about getting another fucking plate a little bit more. You're going to build strength, but how much strength do you need? Seriously, it's not about squatting 600 pounds. That's so irrelevant. Few people will be able to do that. Few people should do that. Chances are more people than not just get hurt trying to do it, just destroy their body over time. I think you should be able to be strong and squat a couple plates at least, but there's no need to once you squat 2 or 3 plates. Okay, cool. Once you start getting to 4, 5, 6, you're just, you're in a whole different level of risk if you're not careful, if you're not doing it properly. A lot of people can maintain that and be healthy, but a lot of people just overdo it and they get too wrapped up in that number go up. And then eventually the number go up and then body break if you're not taking care of yourself. So with that kind of overload, you have to be careful. Let's see. Justin Tafili, tips to break habit where you eat for mouth pleasure even though you're full. Yeah, stop eating. That's a stupid answer. You eat for mouth pleasure. You're probably, it depends on what you're eating. If you're eating crappy foods, then it's much more challenging. You're going to overeat. This has been studied ad nauseum. If you're eating junk foods, your body doesn't get the proper signals. Your body doesn't get the proper signals to the hypothalamus. You don't really know when you're full. You think you're still hungry when you're not hungry. You can consume more calories because they are processed. So your body doesn't have there's no fiber and things like that. There's no real bulk or nutrition. So your body just gets a lot of this sugar and just grains without actually having nutrient density. So it depends on what kind of foods you're eating, but if you're eating a lot more protein and fat, you'll be more full. And don't keep shit around your house. If you're in your house and you're thinking, I keep on going for the junk food, why do you have that in your house? That's your problem. Everyone thinks everyone thinks that you're going to be able to keep this shit in your fucking house and not eat it. You're stupid. You're lying to yourself. Stop being a fucking moron. Get that shit out of your house. Seriously. If it's in your house, you're gonna eat it at some point. Well, I don't want to waste it because I bought it. Bullshit fucking lying excuse. You just want to eat it. Well, I bought all this junk food, but once I go through it all, then I'll start eating healthy. Sure. Right. Because all that extra time compounding your addiction. Sure. Yeah. I love those excuses. Well, I'll finish all this food because I bought it. I don't want to waste it. Sell it, give it away, donate it, go get some real fucking food. If it's in your house, you're going to eat it. Get it out of your way. Don't put yourself in those situations and get out of your fucking house. Oh, I wish I could have some, I don't know what I'm going to eat. What would I eat? I wish I had some Coca-Cola. Well, I don't have it, so fuck me. Oh, God. I completely don't want to eat that. Disgusting. Yeah, give them to the homeless. Yeah, let's poison the homeless. I know it's really a lose-lose. You don't really want to give. Yeah, I feel guilty giving away shitty food. It's like, ugh, I'm giving away shitty food to people. But if you don't have anything, yeah. Get that food out of your fucking. People think they're going to be able to maintain it. I'll be able to handle it. Oh, I'll have willpower. Willpower doesn't work when you have someone constantly knocking down your door. Think about this, right? Think about it as like a Viking show, all right, or Game of Thrones when they have those boosh, when they're trying to break down the castle doors, boosh, and they have the big dragon that's like boosh, or Lord of the Rings, and they're just a battering ram. If you have it at a low level all the time, that's your willpower. That's the temptation, and then your willpower. You might be able to go, if you're at a friend's house or you're at work and someone brings in donuts or someone exposed, you might be like, oh no, I'm good. That's cool. And then that one time goes on, you go back to work or you leave the house. You only needed to turn up that fire or just make that decision one time. No, I'm good. Or you ate before you went, right? It's all habits. If you go somewhere hungry and they have junk food, you are really going to be tempted to eat it because you made a bad decision. It's your fault still. You're just putting yourself in a bad environment and you didn't prepare. So why do you, right? You didn't have to do this thousands of years ago. You didn't have to worry about it. If you had a chance to get food, you ate food. Now we have all this junk in our faces all the time, and it confuses people and makes us think that, oh, we're supposed to eat all the time. Oh, just because it's there, I can have that. That's not what we're supposed to be exposed to. We're not supposed to be this confined with each other. We're hunters and gatherers. We're supposed to be more spread out. We're supposed to be more connected with nature, but now we're not. We're completely unplugged. And these artificial environments with all this shit around us, it's just not what we should be fucking our faces with all the time. Just because it's ubiquitous doesn't mean that it's good for us. This shit is very recent. You just don't know any different because you grew up with it like this. You go back 100 fucking years, it was nothing like this. 200 years, nothing like this. 300 years, get the fuck out of here. 400 fucking years. It's like 5 or 6 lifetimes. The country didn't even exist. 400 years, 1700s. Where's the fucking McDonald's? Where's the Taco Bell? Where's the nowhere? Nowhere. You see how fucked up that is? Yeah, our bodies have just adapted so much in 400 fucking years. Evolution takes hundreds of thousands of years. Hundreds of thousands of years. So you just don't know any different, and you don't read your history, and you don't think critically for yourself. We are in an artificial environment, man-made. This is not, now I'm not saying, look, maybe you go 100,000 years into the future, the human body will adapt over time. Like, why do you think so many people are sick and dying today? Because this environment that we just dropped, it's literally like a time warp. You just dropped all these ancient bodies into this new type of eating and food and no movement. Yeah, and people are dropping dead like crazy. Maybe over 100,000 years, all those weaker genetics will die off. It's natural selection. It's natural selection. I don't want people to die, but they do every day and they continue to. And that's what this is, natural selection. So you either have to step off to the side of this fucking ridiculous roller coaster, start taking your health into your own hands, unplug from the mainstream narrative and the bullshit, think for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to get rolled up in this fucking experimental food and drug and that whole cycle that is killing people in every kind of way. take it off, step off to the side. That's all it is. Step off to the side. Critically thinking. People don't want to think for themselves because it takes a little time and effort. And then you actually have to look at the truth and, oh my God, you actually have to see things the way they are. But that would be scary. That would mean that you need to take responsibility. That would mean that everything isn't all cushy like you think it is. That would mean that what daddy government tells you isn't always the truth. Oh my God. Yeah, think for yourself. Don't be a fucking sheep. Think for your fucking self. And most people don't. They're satisfied living in their matrix, which is literally, I told you we watched that movie. That we watched the trilogy like a week or two ago. It's fucking more pertinent than ever. It's on point. Let's see here. Alpha Tyler, on active recovery days, last question. Should I keep my eating the same? I eat about 5-6 meals. Would I need to arrange it? Yeah, eat the same. You're trying to bulk, right? Just keep eating the surplus. Yeah. Yeah, because don't forget, you're recovering from your other, don't forget, just because you're not exercising today doesn't mean you're not recovering and repairing from the day before. I always just kept it the same. Boom, boom, days off. It just eat. Keep it the same. I never fluctuated and played that game. Personally, I never did that. If you're trying to build muscle, just eat. Just keep it consistent as hell. It's hard too, but don't forget you're also repairing from your other days. Like today, I trained today, but I'm also sore from the day before and the day before. Like I'm always recovering. So, all right, let's take some questions. Oh no, we did take some questions. All right, fam, time to go balls deep. It's time.
That's deep.
All right, remember, what do we got in the box, fam? We got some stuff going on. We got
What's in the box?
Oh, we got my finger. Accountability meeting announcing new releases. Motherfuckers! I know we had our Balls Deep for Summer special the last Monday, and we had tons of releases, but we also have more releases and accountability meeting not tomorrow. Today's Saturday. I thought today was Sunday all day. Monday, 12 noon Eastern Time accountability meeting live inside Swole TV. Be there or be a Matt Damon. If you're not there, you're just going to go full Matt Damon. Let's see what we got here. Let's get into a fat post. We'll get into our first news story too. This one, is from a repeat offender. Who is it?
What's in the box?
If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
But we can't. We haven't even spoken yet. This one's from Reagan Chastain.
That's fucking bullshit.
All right, so I guess we're going to talk about dogs or cats or something. This post is a picture of a cat and a dog with their tongues out for some reason. The text says, do you get tongue-tied when you have to deal with fat phobia? I can help. Talking Back to Fat Phobia, an online workshop with Reagan Chastain. Pay what you can option and video provided. Talking Back to Fat Phobia. You need an online workshop to play a victim and complain and bitch and moan and talking back to fat phobia. So in other words, here, I'll brainwash you. Come into my online workshop. I will tell you what to say so you can stay fat and delude yourself into being guilt-free or something. Let's read the caption of this train wreck, shall we? As more people get I know it is. As more people get vaccinated and we start to see each other again, speak for yourself. Where are you living? We are having to deal with people's fat phobia around quarantine weight gain. And the weight loss industry trying its best to use the situation to create body shame so they can sell more of their snake oil. Sadly, fat phobia is ubiquitous and can crop up anywhere and anytime. It sounds just like racism, right? How racism is everywhere. It's like hiding under your bed. It's everywhere, just like fat phobia. I can't put my finger on it, but it's ubiquitous and it can crop up anywhere at every time. Ooh, the scary fat phobia. Ooh, is a boogeyman. Well, if you had quarantine weight gain, that's your fault. It's because you didn't take care of your health when you probably should have because, well, it's a virus. And if you have a strong immune system, you are protected in a much greater way, as we have seen. Whereas obesity is a super high risk for being hospitalized with COVID. So you probably should have been taking care of your health and taking yourself out of that high risk category, but I guess that's on you, right? In this workshop, we'll discuss options for dealing with the fat phobia we face as we navigate the world, from responses that encourage dialogue. I'll come back to that. To responses that encourage people to leave us alone, as well as learning what we can do to support ourselves when we can't or don't feel like talking back. Yeah, like how about, that sounds great. As well as learning what we can do to support ourselves when we can't or don't feel like talking back. Please do us a favor and don't talk back. That means you're going to shut the fuck up. That means you're closing your mouth. Please do the latter. Please.
What is the best
Please.
move to silence a woman?
Please, what is the best move to silence a woman? To silence this person. Can we be like,
What is
made
the
it louder.
best
There you go.
move
It was a little
to
bit quiet.
Silence a woman?
Yeah. Please do the last one. All right. Right here where you say, let's see, from responses that encourage dialogue. I will tell you one thing. These fat activists, they don't want any dialogue whatsoever. That's the biggest fucking snake oil right there. That's complete baiting. You don't want dialogue. You just want to have power. You want to have your way. Well, you have to surround yourself with weak-willed people and just weaker people like yourself, people that don't want to look in the mirror, literally and figuratively, people that don't want to take personal responsibility, people that don't want to, I guess, have any autonomy, people that want to be babied, people that want to be coddled, people that are afraid of life and don't want to, I don't know, excel. This like lunatic communistic approach. My God. Handle your shit. Step up to the plate. It's fucking life. What do you think life is? Good God. God, full Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
What do you think life is? It's so easy. Well, if only it was easy as Amazon, because we know Amazon is super efficient, right? You just open up the app, you just, I don't know, hit a couple buttons. Mama Swole you all the time when we want to order something. I don't necessarily like fluffing Amazon's pockets, but it's just so fucking effective, and I'm not going to go deal with people in the real world. So I just want to hit a couple buttons and get the shit that I need to get, right? Well, not everyone gets the package that they expect, and sometimes they get a fucking beating. So let's see this story. Apparently this is new.
What's in the
You can go catch the video online somewhere. But a female Amazon delivery driver tells complaining 67-year-old woman to check her white privilege.
That's fucking bullshit.
And then viciously beats her after being called a bitch in feud over delayed package. So I saw this video. You can go and look this up. But literally, the woman, the Amazon driver told this woman to check her white privilege. Man, that driver is so lucky she just didn't get fucking elbowed to the face. Oh, please, someone say that to me. Of course, it's just words, so I wouldn't even probably do anything. I wouldn't put myself in a situation where someone would be saying that, more likely than not, but that's ridiculous, right? That's ridiculous. So the woman was saying, I guess her package wasn't arrived and she was upset about it. Okay, fine. And then the Amazon delivery driver instigated, obviously, saying, that's your job. That's your job to deliver the package. It's not there. Okay, it's a customer that's being a cunt or something. So just ignore it and go deliver the next package. It's not your fault it was delayed, right? It's not the delivery driver's. Like, who knows? Maybe it was lost in transit. Who cares? Why are you taking this personally? This is the mainstream media that's fucking ramping up this narrative like everyone's a goddamn racist. So I guess the black woman who was the Amazon driver apparently is the racist. Obviously, because she told another woman she brought it up apparently, check her white privilege. And then the woman walked away saying something about like, you didn't have to be a bitch about it. And then she fucking sucker punched her. And yeah, let's see. Pretty much. The woman is believed to have suffered a broken nose. She wailed on her too. The woman is believed to have suffered a broken nose and other visible injuries. Ramirez is in jail on $100,000 bail. Yeah, hopefully she's going to get the book thrown at her. That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Whoa. Well, that's the chick. Let's see here. We're not going to play the video, but this is like a little piece of it. So the woman walked away, right? So the woman walked away and she was like walking away. The one on the left had already said that. She turned away and probably said, mumbling her breath, like, you don't have to be a bitch about it. Agreed. Yeah, 21 years old and there's a 67-year-old woman. So you're beating on someone 3 times your age. Not only that, sucker punched, didn't see it coming, and she started it. So it's probably something like you don't have to be a bitch about it. And the Amazon driver didn't have to be a bitch about it. Why would she bring up white privilege? The package was delayed, and who fucking, like, what could the engagement have been? What could the engagement have been that would have warranted that? That would have warranted the response, you need to check your white privilege. Who cares? If you're working for Amazon, you don't handle all the packages, just bringing them there. Whatever's in your truck, you're going to bring. Ridiculous. Right? So sucker punched him and then kept on fucking wailing at her. Like punched her like 6 or 7 times. Anyway. Fuck.
Matt Damon.
Anyway. This is just another reason why you should know how to handle yourself. Be more physically fit. Don't turn your back on people, especially when you're giving lip back and forth. Anyway. We need to get into some more important information. Like, why do we have fat bodies? Oh my God.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
So here's a post. And I guess this company is from Three Birds Counseling and Clinical Supervision. So just check out the person that wrote this before we read through it. Dr. Maria Paredes. And her @ is @withthisbody. What's your screen name going to be? With this body. Okay. With this fat body, perchance, maybe. Why do we have fat bodies? Tell us. Because our ancestors survived. Wait, full stop.
Matt Damon.
Full stop. We don't have fat bodies because our ancestors survived. That makes no sense. Yeah, I have a ripped body because I'm muscular and lean because my ancestors survived. I mean, I'm here because that's how babies are born and shit. Okay. Let's continue. Because our ancestors survived, period. Our ancestors are the ones who survived. Okay. You said the same thing twice in the first 2 sentences. I'm not the kind of person that reads through the whole thing because I can't get through the first 2 sentences because you repeat yourself twice. Because our ancestors survived, period. Our ancestors are the ones who survived, period. Thank you for reiterating that very basic point. Actually, our ancestors are dead. So I'm surviving. We survived. They died. Anyway, your ability to store fat is an evolutionarily protective human feature that protected, okay, use the same word twice in the same sentence, that protected our ancestors from famine and that still protects you from restriction. Oh, that's a horrible sentence. You are here for a reason. Your fat body is here for a reason. Your existence is right. Jesus Christ, that makes no fucking sense. That makes
what you just
no
said
sense.
Is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response,
oh my God,
were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
That's fucking dumb.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Oh God.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Lieutenant Dan.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Your ability to store fat is an evolutionary protective human feature. It's just what your body does with extra energy. Yeah, but that's not being fat. That's survival. It still protects you? No. Your body wants to store extra energy because it's really hard to come by that energy. Because you eat too much Papa John's, that's not your body existing properly. That's you indulging in technology and not providing anything of value to our society, which is why everything's fucking falling apart. Because people like you would rather complain and justify your inadequacies and not actually give any value back. So thank you for your virtue signaling. Thank you for poisoning more minds and continuing the decline of the health in our country. So very nice. Very nice.
Matt Damon.
Well done. By the way, you can go to Three Birds Counseling and Clinical Supervision if you want to, expose your brain holes to this garbage trash. So stupid. Speaking of obesity, we got more balls deep, baby. I fucking love this show. All right, we got a new story. The FDA approves diabetes drug as a treatment for obesity. Here we go. After studies found it helped people lose 15% of their body weight.
Matt Damon.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
My goodness. So now we are going to start treating obesity with another fucking pill rather than actually changing any habits. So this is not going to do a damn fucking thing. It's not going to do anything. Here's the issue. You're trying to fix the outcome. Again, it's not about just weight loss. The fat body is the result of the bad habits. And there are many bad habits and environmental factors and stress. It's not just the calories in. It's the mental stress. It's the shitty support systems. It's the lack of meditation, right? It's a lack of mobility. It's a lack of hydration and sleep and everything. It's not just calories in, it's a food quality. So obesity is the outcome. You don't just want, that's why you give people liposuction, or you suck out their stomach, or you staple their stomach and they gain the weight back because they didn't change a damn fucking habit. It doesn't fix shit. Sometimes it can, but many times it doesn't. That's why caloric restriction doesn't work, because you're still sucking down plastics and you're still surrounding yourself with the same shitty fucking people. You're eating low quality garbage food, just less of it. And yeah, your body is starving. So you're going to binge on everything because you're eating shit food. Your body is desperate to survive. Just like the previous post. Your body is desperate to survive. It wants to thrive. It would love to eat quality food and get nutrition, but you keep feeding it garbage, fucking empty shit. Give your body a fucking break and give it something it can use, for God's sake. All right. Wegovy, made by the Danish drug maker Novo Nordisk. Sounds good. Contains semaglutide, a synthesized version of a gut hormone that curbs appetite. Fantastic. The medication is injected weekly under their skin. Perfect, because you're already getting injected with other experimental shit. Why not? And to this point has been used to treat type 2 diabetes. Studies have found that participants taking Wegovy, sounds like a good thing I want to put in my body via a needle. I just got my second shot. of Wegovy today. You have to get your shots of Wegovy. Wear 5 masks. Don't wear a mask. Wear a mask. Did I say wear a mask? Don't wear a mask. Whatever.
Come on, man.
Nah, fire them. Get rid of the dead weight. Get rid of the liars. You gotta fucking get rid of people that suck a big dick. Okay. Trade the players. Trade people. Baseball teams don't keep around. You have a bum on the fucking roster. Bench them. Fucking bench them. This is basic. Literally, you bench someone that sucks. If you're fucking throwing 8 interceptions a game, fucking knock them down. Third string, practice squad. Get the fuck off the field. All right. Let's see. Studies have found that people taking Wegovy lost about 15% of their body weight, along with a healthy... Aha. How about that shit? How about that? Lost 50% of their body weight, or about 34 pounds, along with a healthy diet and exercise. So how much you want to bet that it's probably the healthy diet and exercise are actually doing it, but then they took Wegovy, so that has to be the answer.
Matt Damon.
Sure. Participants who ate well and worked out but were given placebo shots only lost about 2.5% of their weight, or just under 6 pounds. Full stop. You ready for this? Okay, so that just supposedly counter what I just said. So people that are taking Wegovy lost more. So they lost 15%, right? They lost 34 pounds. But then people who ate well and worked out but didn't get the Wegovy, they just got placebo, they only lost 2.5% of their weight. This pisses me off. That's so fucking awesome. Just under 6 pounds. That's amazing. How long was this study? How long was this fucking study? Imagine what happens if you just kept exercising and healthy eating and kept going longer. You'd lose that weight without the fucking drugs, and who knows what the side effect is. But guess what? It's fucking patented, so they'll make billions off that shit. Ooh, magic weight loss. People are just going to take that drug and still eat garbage shit and be as fat as ever. I want to know. What the fuck is that face? Your face sucks.
God damn it, I don't know what it is.
I don't know who this is or what this is about.
Deliver one of these right in your
I don't know who that is, but your face is annoying.
No, not really. It's your face.
I don't like your face. I don't like your face at all. Not at all. All right, participants lost, let's see, 16 months? Get the fuck out of here. Participants lost weight steadily for 16 months before plateauing while a group getting placebo shots. You had people only losing 6 pounds in 16 months. Yo, get the hell out of here. This study is trash. What the hell did you have them do? Give me a break. Give me a break. In addition to diet, what exercise? What diet? I'm curious. I want all the details. This sounds like it's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here. You only lost 5 pounds in 16 months. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know everyone's fat. We get it. Wegovy. Let's see here. Patients inject Wegovy weekly under their skin. Where else are you going to inject it? Where else are you going to inject it? Under their skin? Yeah, it's kind of where it goes. I know it's subdermal or it can go deep into the muscle. I get it. I fucking get it. I get it. Kind of funny though, right? You inject it under the skin. Okay. Like other weight loss drugs, it's to be used along with exercise, a healthy diet, and other steps like keeping a food diary. Oh, you mean changing your habits? And Jesus Christ, take care of your health. Exercise, do this anyway, and you don't need this Wegovy shit. Let's see. She said she received Wegovy, worked out several times. Philander, this person's name is Philander Pinnell. Philander? What kind of a name is that? Philander Pinnell of Largo, Maryland, joined a patient study after cycles of losing and then regaining weight. I'm doing it the wrong way. She said she received Wegovy, worked out several times a week. Several times a week. What does several mean? Several means to me, several means 7 or more. So let's say every day at least, and lost 65 pounds over 16 months. Yeah, that's no drug required for that. No drug required for that. You could have easily just done that over a year and a half. Just about a year and a half, 65 pounds. Easily done. I shouldn't say easy, but completely doable. Completely doable. If you lose a pound a week, that's 52 pounds in a year. You could have lost more losing a pound a week. That's like the healthy weight loss. It helped curb my appetite and helped me feel full faster. You mean setting... You can't... I'm not a fan of this kind of stuff. It got me on the right path. You got yourself on the right path. You got yourself on the right path. Give me a break. You actually giving some structure and having some accountability got you on the right path. You know you're taking this drug and you think you are. You don't even know if you're getting the placebo. That's how a study is done. That's how a study is done. Think about it. She didn't know if she was getting, she doesn't know if she got the Wegovy or not. She didn't know if she got the placebo or not. She was training hard, eating well. She was probably exercising and working out. That's what a placebo is. You think you have it. And some people are going to do anything better than others. Some people are going to eat better. What if they're eating inflammatory foods? What if one of the people that didn't lose as much weight, what if they had her eating too many grains and she didn't understand the benefits of getting rid of a lot of that stuff? And then she would have lost 20 pounds instead of 5. And it skewed all the, who the fuck knows? This is silly. This is silly. Yeah, just more fucking pills. More pills. More fucking pills. Oh, we got more. We got one more. Silly stuff. Let's do one more. One more? All right. Hashtag Swole stuff for a chance to win today's Swole card. I think we got some suggestions. I think we know where that Swole card's going, but drop in the comments down below. Let's get one more post because we have another one from the same doctor from that clinic, the with this body thing. I know. All right.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left,
Settle down.
one cross each.
Calm down, fam. Calm down. All right. Well, we're not going to crucify anyone. Well, maybe we will. You never know. The night is young. We're bringing it back. Bringing back the crucifixion.
Your father was a woman.
All right. It is Saturday after all. All right. Here's a post that looks like I don't know what that squiggle thing around it is. Some weird Shel Silverstein action. I don't know what that is. It is incredibly hard to want to lose. This looks like a painting that would be in a doctor's office, right? If you took away the words and just squiggled a little bit more, that's like a doctor's office painting. You know, like the light pink wall, and you have like this beige frame, and the cover kind of looks scratched, just like it looks like it's been there for 1,000 years. Like if you took it off, the wall would be a completely different color behind it. Anyway, it is incredibly hard to want to lose weight and not be able to. These sentences hurt my brain. It is incredibly hard to want your body to be or look or function in a way it is not able to or isn't meant to or just won't for whatever reason. What? I'm not a contortionist. I wish I could fit myself in a box, but I can't. It's so hard for me to want to be in a box. I practice. You want to touch your toes? Practice touching your toes. You want to put your hands on? Practice. I'm not going to look different than I do. You know, my skin color is not going to change unless I go get more sun. You know, it is what it is. Your frustration is real. Your grief is real. Why are you having grief? Stop comparing yourself to people online. This is where this comes from. This is where this mindfuckery comes from. It comes from the internet and you comparing yourself to everything that you see. You think everyone looks better than you and everyone is oh my God, they're so amazing. No, very few people look like that, but I don't know. Hold on. We'll continue reading this. This stuff just frustrates me. Your body's not changing in the ways you want or that others around you are pushing. It's not your fault. Probably is, but hey, depends on what you're trying to do and how you're doing it. If you're doing something wrong, then you're not going to get the results you want. Be gentle with yourself and consider whether your body is not meant to be smaller for whatever reason. Yo, I hate this like wishy-washy in between for whatever reason. For whatever reason, this open-ended like, hey, let's just have a statement. Let's just have a manipulative statement that's vague enough to encompass whatever else might actually be going on. It's incredibly hard to want your body to be or look or function in a way it's not able to or isn't meant to or just won't for whatever reason. What? What are you talking about? I wish I could be in the NBA. Oh no. My grief is real. I don't have grief. Most of the people you're talking to have amazing lives and they just have no gratitude and no understanding of how amazing their lives are and how many opportunities that they have. They just want to focus on the fucking shit that sucks. And it's usually them. It's usually the person. It's usually the individual. It's usually the person's fault. How about that? It's not your fault. Many times it is. You might not like to hear that, but it oftentimes is. And sometimes it's not. And guess what? If it's not your fault, those of you that know it's not your fault, you know who you are. If it's actually not your fault, this doesn't even like hearing this shit and hearing me say that doesn't affect you, because if you know something happened, if you had an accident, you had something tragic, you know there are things that's not your fault. But guess what? It's your responsibility to figure out how to move forward and how you want to handle your shit moving forward, because you can't go back in time. And that's rough. I get it. And a lot of things I don't get. Like, you don't know how bad, if things can get bad. Consider whether your body is not meant to be smaller. Yo, stop listening to this brainwashing nonsense and get to fucking work. You're not doing the things that you should be doing. You're not eating properly, really. You're not training properly, really. You're not sleeping well enough. You're not meditating enough. You don't understand how impactful that can be in your life. You're not living a life that's going to map to what you say you want. That's still your response. It's your fault, someone else's, whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. It's objectively like, hey, if your situation is not going to lead you to where you want to go, you can't do plastic surgery on yourself. You can't just train harder and look completely different. But give me a break. That's not what this is. That's that kind of obvious approach is being manipulated to like, hey, well, you don't have to lose weight. Maybe just because it's so hard, you should stop trying. Stop eating vegetable oils. Stop eating seed oils. Stop sucking down all the fucking carbs. Do an elimination diet. Drink some more water. Go to sleep earlier. Get off social media. Meditate every day. Practice yoga every day. Lift almost every day, right? Lift several times a week. Surround yourself with positive people. Go for walks. Get out in the sun. Like, seriously, how many people are doing all of those fucking things? Far and few between. Far and few between. You start doing that, you stop caring about all these little bullshit things. If you're always eye-fucking yourself and you're surrounding yourself with shitty people that are always complaining and blaming everyone else, that's what people tend to do. Instead of stepping out of your comfort zone and wanting more for yourself and working hard towards that, you surround yourself with people that are going to have that bitchy victim mentality and say the same old rhetoric that you do. And, oh, that's safe. Let me surround myself with people that all say, oh, it's too hard. I don't have time for that. Oh, I got kids, so I can't do it. And, oh, man, yeah, I work a little bit, but man, this gut, oh, I'm getting old. Oh, I'm in my 40s. Oh, my back hurt. Yeah, it's that time of, it's happening. Oh, blah, blah. Surround yourself with people that want to be average. And guess what? You're going to be average and actually below average. Right. So it's really pretty pathetic. It's pretty gross. But hey, we have to notice that. We have to recognize that so we can look at that and be horrifically repelled and just offended to the core. And then we actually go out and crush it. Right, fam? So fuck that shit. Step up. Step up. Step the fuck up. Swole fam, getting it done. Getting it fucking done. Am I right or am I right or am I right or am I right? Oh my God. So we need fam. We had a bunch of great Swole fam posts. We had a bunch of great Swole fam posts, but we need to send some love. We need to send some love to one of our own. And I think we all agree, fam. Today's fucking Swole card. Let us give a nice round of Swole applause to Julia. She needs some love. She needs a Swole card. This is a brutal post. It was really hard to read and it's awful. Like, what can I say, right? What can I say? What can we do? What can I say? What can we do? What can any of us do? Like, I know we wish we could take her pain away. It's really hard to read and don't know what to say. It's just awful situation, but we are here for you. And I don't know, whatever you can do to decrease your pain. I agree. You don't want to get hooked on opiates, but I don't know, maybe there's like a limited course of things you can do in a really strict way. That's not going to be a long-term thing, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here too, because he didn't really get too detailed, which is understandable. But just the fact that you think at the end it was ranting. It's not ranting, it's venting. Like, you have to let it out. You have to let it out. So at the end, anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. Don't be sorry. You're not bringing anyone down. This is a humbling thing because everyone that's watching and listening, some of you, I know Judith, you're like, Judith is our fucking warrior. And we need to share, like, I think we should do a whole thing, Judith. Like, we should share your story too. Like, we should share your story, completely. I think you've probably typed it out before, but we should do a whole thing for, it's just perspective, right? So someone like Judith, people that are really going through like intense physical limitations and have overcome like, a ton of hardships and continue to go through every day. At the end, I don't know where else to vent. I hope you're all doing well and getting them gains. Like, we want Julia to get those gains. We want Julia to be well. So everyone, make sure you go and comment on Julia's post. Congratulate her, show some love. This is in the private Facebook group, and let her know that she won today's Swole card. So she can send an email. Julia, send us an email, support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 1856 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll get you the Swole card out ASAP, because we want you to be a healthy swole slut. Right now you're in need. So make sure that, and Judith, if you haven't already, make sure you go and post on this, because Julia can definitely get some, from personal experience from yourself with opiates. Cause I personally don't have personal experience, and I agree with Julia that she shouldn't be getting hooked on it, but it sounds so awful. I just want to make sure that she's doing okay, and that we all show her support and do whatever we can to distract her, to support her, to keep her accountable to, and I think that it's important to think about this, because Julia, as much as she needs support, Julia, keep on using the Swole Fam post up, and we need to hold Julia accountable. We have to hold her accountable to stay in positive. We have to hold her accountable, because Judith, I'm sure you can understand. I'm sure a lot of you have been through those dark times where, you can slip and you can go down a path where the pity and the self and the shame and whatever, like all the issues, it can compound, and that's going to negatively affect your outcome of, your recovery from surgeries or for everything. You need to stay optimistic and positive, as hard as that's going to be. And it's, I guess, easy for me to say, I suppose. It's just really hard to speak on something that I don't have any personal experience with at the moment. So, but I can understand, or I can think about it in that way. So yeah, Judith is right in the comments. It's the frustration and anger that gets you. And that's my point. So maybe that's something that at least everyone in the Swole Fam is going to want to help, but what can we do? So I think that's really important. So as Judith says, and as what we can do for Julia, is to make sure that we keep her from that spiral of frustration and anger. So that might actually be something that we are able to do. So let's definitely everyone jump into that post and show her support. Let her know that she won and how to get the Swole card in case she doesn't, she's not going to pop in here and hear this. Let her know to send the email and the Swole card 1856 and all that stuff. Just drop that in the Facebook group. And maybe we can also get her into the Telegram. I don't know if Julia's in the Telegram, but maybe she's in there too. It can be like a more constant chat, or really more back and forth. So yeah, fam, all of our love to Julia. Thank you so much for sharing that, Julia. And it's not a rant. It's not a downer. It's an important reminder that those of you that think you had a rough day, seriously, I mean, in addition to us supporting Julia and keeping her from sliding down that path, remember this, remember these kinds of posts. When you think, oh, I don't feel like working out. Oh, I'm tired. I'm this. Are you really? Are you really? You have your health, you have your arms and legs, and you have fucking go do it. Do something, take care of yourself, right? Just remember all the people that can't, or wish they could, or that are having issues. And it doesn't mean that you don't rest when you need to. It doesn't mean that you train hard when you should be recovering and you injure yourself. You know what I'm talking about. It's get your shit done, do your 7 pillars, go do some yoga, some mobility, put the time in, make sure you're checking it off your list and doing it, because a lot of people out there can't. And especially a lot of people in the Swole Fam wish they could do more, and it's important that we do it for ourselves and we do it for each other. Right. I'm on here saying, go to the fucking gym on TikTok all the time. Go to the fucking gym, get it done. 7 pillars every day. Guess what helps me go every day? I'm not a hypocrite. I'm going to fucking do it. I work out and I do my thing, and I make sure that I preach what I practice and I practice what I preach. And that's what it's all about. So we hold each other accountable, and we're here for you, Julia. So round of applause.
Wow.
Oh, you can.
The little rascal has spirit.
Oh, it's intense though. It's intense, but that's good shit. I love it. All right. You want to join the Swole Fam and help support Julia and join all the amazing festivities. Remember, on Monday, we'll have an accountability meeting and we have new releases. But of course, we're here every single day. Tomorrow is Ask Papa Swolio Live. So if you want to get priority access notifications, check out all the memberships. Remember, you can get started for less than $5. You want to check out the unlimited memberships. That's all available for you there too. And you can download your copy of the 7 pillars over there as well at the top of the page, swolenormousx.com. Again, swolenormousx.com. It's in the description and the show notes wherever you're watching or listening to this fucking man cast. Let us nut that beesh. Go away, Tessie. Freddie, kick us off for the closing of the nut. Yeah, close that shit. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you so much. That was very nice. That was very good. That was good, Freddie. That was a nice pitch. Nice pitch.
You make me happy.
Where's your biggest stickers? Here's of this.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
%60 of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you.
Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1850 Says, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Seascast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps.
Make sure the television, excuse me, make sure
I don't
you
have
have
one.
the record player on at night.
I don't have one. Never have. Fucking record player. Maybe when I was like 3, my mom had one. Turn on the record player. Go back. Nappy time. Nappy time, Grandpa. Nappy time, Grandpa.
What the fuck is that?
That's a Swole card. And this is a drum solo. Ooh, fucking nailed it. Yeah.
He's on fire!
You are looking rather splendid this evening.
Oh, yeah. I see you.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand.
No, not.
And it get hot. I got a lot of. I got
before.
hairy legs.
Falcon.
That turn. That
Shut him down.
That turn blonde in the sun.
No,
and the kid used to come
fuck
up,
your
reach
hair,
in the
bro.
pool,
No.
and rub my leg down.
I don't.
So it was
I
straight.
don't
and
care.
that waxed the hair.
No.
Come back up again.
No one cares about your hairy legs.
I got hairy legs.
We know. Fuck. Enough. Enough.
How dare you?
Well, he won't shut up, Greta. Neither will you. No one wants to hear about it. I know. I'm making sure that it's not sticking out. Jesus Christ. I know. You don't think I checked? Oh my God. I know. I made sure. It's a perfect nut. It's tucked away. What is the issue? Why are you so offended tonight? Jesus Christ. All right, this is a nut job. It's a nut house over here. All right, fam, we'll see you tomorrow. Ask Papa Swole live tomorrow. Tons of questions. Bring all the questions you got, and I'll try to bring in a bunch of questions. We'll see what we got going on. I'll make sure I flood it. Maybe I'll go live on TikTok. I'll see if we can bring in some riff-raff, some intermittent fasting questions. Let's see what we got. All right, fam. SwoleNormousX.com. Join the fam today. We'll see you all later. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swole. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard to the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah. relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollie.